Okay, I'm finally live. Let's announce it. This can be deleted. That's the wrong folder. I don't know what my system is going on about. The Firefox is hogging up a lot of my memory. So I'm closing as much as I can. Which means quickly having to post everything. So that's Twitter. Putting on my VTuber just yet. That'll come, that'll come. My Firefox is taken up by the top 2000. Yeah, I don't have it on, but to be honest, 2500 MB of memory in use. So, according to Twitch, I only have one person watching. So the other two do not exist. Feel free to fight which one does not exist. I'm only going to do the penny. Because honestly, it's almost New Year's Eve. I just want to enjoy things. Next year, new everything. Also didn't bring anything to drink along, so that's not as smart for me. Where are you? Where are you? There. I still have a feeling Firefox is updating itself without permission. Then it's usually that uses of a lot of memory. And for those who watched my Blue Sky or my Facebook, there was no stream Sunday because we have an internet outage. And while I do have one phone with a little bit of data, it wasn't enough to host a couple of streams and do all my online stuff without going bankrupt. So yeah, I did new post on Kara. Did do quite a lot with painting wise. I finished painting Sisse and Gios. So I'm thinking about doing pastelling on Sunday. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna stream because it's still the new year. Okay, what else on important information? Finished quite some coins, so I will show that with the next stream. And there are a couple of other characters that I think are ready for lining or almost ready for lining. And I've been cleaning up the past few days quite a lot. So yeah, I guess that's it for today. How's my memory? Okay, Firefox now takes up 40% of my memory. Let's see what happens if I put a VTuber on. And then we can start the penny. How much memory does a VTuber take? And I know you all missed me with streaming last Sunday. Are you spotting me? It's a bit slow at the moment. There we go. There we go. There we go. Reset position. Thank you. So it's going to be new year, new stuff. And VTuber also takes about 40%. Whew! Clip Studio Paint, 0%. OBS Studio, 6%. OBS Studio is the program I use to record my screen, not stream. VC Face takes quite a lot of memory, actually. Probably because it's all graphic and all. But yeah. Greedy virtual penny. Feel free to talk about your plans for New Year's Eve, but do remember privacy. You don't know who's going to read it. You don't know if someone is looking if there's some places going to be empty. Sure, the chance is minimal, but why risk it? Why should you risk it? This is also the final penny of 2025. Two, 9 to 1. Yeah, prevention against burglars. Lights. Hold the lights, let everyone see it, but not too much that people are going to ignore it. Still have to get used to the tools. You know, arranging will be later. Bit more in the center. Yeah, I wish I could listen to the top 2000 right now, because, you know, I don't want to get banned, because you don't get much strikes on Twitch. I think 2 strikes and you're out. But feel free to tell me which song is on. You don't have to be so big from the start. Is that something I can change, by the way? Of course not. There will be a day where I know what I'm doing. And today is not that day. Still find it a bit too small. Of course, I have the sounds of fireworks. Let's see. That's big enough for the... Oh, Leonard Cohen with Hallelujah. I actually don't prefer that version. I prefer other versions. But it is a good song. Okay, start recording. We are recording. And we're going to sketch layer. And I need to put Happy New Year somewhere. It's probably going to be in the left corner. But it won't be posted in the digital newspaper because that's going on a, well, winter holiday. Not sure how you want to call it. Little retraite. Wrong side. So we had an internet outage which took most of the day. I think we were back online around 8 or 9. It was probably close to us because we had the van of the mechanic in front of our house most of the day. So for me tomorrow it's going to be baking. I'm going to make fruit jacks and apple jacks or whatever they're called. Flaps, appelflappen, fruitflappen. Never done that before. So wish me well. And a parcel is expected. So I need to stay home anyway. Probably need to move these girls a bit around because of height. Here's the secret. Penny's dress has pockets. Pockets, I tell you. I like to sketch with thick brushes and then refine it with the line art. Okay. I think this slightly smaller would fit better. Just slightly. So of course during the internet outage, my love and I were just joking to each other because my love could only play offline games. And well, eventually I was done painting. Everything was drying. So like, what were we going to do now? So we actually watched a movie, by the way. We watched Cube Zero. I'm not much fan of the Cube series. Sneeze coming up. Was a bit too late. 4 on Twitch, 1 on YouTube, and another sneeze is coming up. This time I was on time. Still a little sneeze, roughly, somewhere. I also got a new printing plate. That's supposedly better for adherence. So less chance on failed projects. Still have to test it. And I also ordered a couple of special effect plates. And while I actually paint pretty much everything, I also plan to sell 3D printables people can decorate themselves. And then it would be pretty nice if the back has a nice pattern effect. So it's still don't have them yet, except it's a special adherence plate. And last week I finally watched the movie Sailor Moon Cosmos. That was long overdue. And this evening I dropped a bottle. I thought it was empty, but apparently it was not. Scented oil. There was still a drop left in it, and my fingers smell very strong at the moment. Okay, that's a bit too much. And well, Christmas is now over, so if you want to share about what you did around Christmas, I didn't do much around Christmas because I fell ill. I had a migraine the day before, and the next day I just couldn't get out of bed. Yes, my bed was nice and warm. That was the not that I'm actually noticed much of it because sleep most of the day. Could make some coherent sentences at the end of the day. So the second Christmas day, because we have 2 Christmas days over here, that was mostly actually trying to do something. Hmm. Well, if you had to work that day, then at least I hope you got compensated well. Oh, standard. That's not nice of them. But it's probably somewhere in your contract. In my previous job, they at first, while I was still working there, they just outsourced it to a country where people did not work on Christmas Day. And by the time I left, I think you could. Well, they try to force people to work on certain days. Like we need people. Well, when I was hired, it was not a requirement, but then I left and it was not my problem anymore. Anyway. Oh, right. I thought Belgium had 2 Christmas days as well. But it's just the Netherlands, apparently. You should have 2 as well. You deserve 2. But you know me. I always think people deserve more holidays. Technically, I had to work tomorrow as well, but I took the day off because I wanted to do baking. I'm not sure if I can get the day off next year. I don't know what day New Year's Eve is gonna be. If it's on a Thursday, I have a day off anyway, so. But yeah, I might need to work next year. Okay, now I'm curious. Holidays 2026. You don't always. For example, Good Friday is a day we have to work. Not an Ascension Day, ironically, but it's always my day off anyway. King's Day is on a Monday. Liberation Day on a Tuesday. Christmas on a Friday and a Saturday. So that means a long weekend. Phew. And yes, New Year's Eve next year is on a Thursday, so I'll have the day off as well. And in 2027 is what we like to call a boss year, because Christmas is on a Saturday and a Sunday. Boo! I have very smelly fingers, despite washing my hands a gazillion times. I'm also way behind with uploading speed streams and all. So yeah, New Year. I'm gonna pick that up again. And yes, my fingers are still smelly from the oils, scented oils. It's ironic because when I put it in an oil diffuser, you barely smell it. And now it's on my fingers and I smell it all the time. Drawing for 22 minutes now. I also drew for a art exchange. I do that yearly. And then I can request an image back. So I requested an image from Faros. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it in. Just for consistency's sake. That's a bit big, you know. And my love and I also finished the game Observation Duty 8. All the achievements. I still like 7 better. Because I know everything at 7. And with 8 I don't know everything just yet. The game is still awesome, by the way. But some of the hard mode items are a bit cheap. For those who don't know the game, you're a night guard and you have to check the cameras if something changed. And some of the changes can kill you, as they say, or it's a game over. It's almost looking like AI art. You know, maybe the AI should use my art for training, because then you know for sure it's going to be crappy. Okay, so this needs to be a bit lower angle. This line is not working out. Why are you not working out? I know my voice is so lovely. That's why you all come from my lovely voice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Save. How about I save? We are currently with 5 watchers, 1 on YouTube, 4 on Twitch. It's a bit too much to the front, but I do like that face. There we go. But yeah, if I am able to stream on Sunday, because didn't predict the internet outage and stuff. What is wrong with this image? Maybe it needs to be a bit. Happy as a clam. The only downside if you move the head is that you have to rethink about a couple of things if they're still in the right position. There's another sneeze coming up. How far along is this sneeze? Not that far yet. Okay, so now I'm going to try that trick again. So I'm first going to duplicate my layer. And then I'm going to duplicate again. And then I take this layer and move it below. Merge it. Right, that's the wrong layer. So not this one. This one I need to duplicate. And merge that with my copy, not my original. Never the original. And this one's going to be deleted. So now I should be able to fill things in a lot easier. How many percent is this? 150. Is this AI art? No, it's just crabby. That's a bit too yellow. Okay, that's a bit too dark. I'm getting thirsty, but I forgot to take my drink along. So I just have to hang on. Unless there's someone out there who can bring me something to drink. Yeah, I don't think he is present at the moment. But that's okay. He'll be stuck with me tomorrow all day anyway. And no, in 2020, Sixpenny is not going to change her outfit. Not everything needs to be renewed. Hinting at certain franchises. Fill in the franchise you want. Oh, I'm suddenly getting very tired again. Whew. Does anyone want to share what big plans they have for 2026? In my case, it's finishing the Anime Con banner and Eternity 7, at least in English. So yes, at this moment, I think Penny Part 6 will come in 2027. So at least I have something to release in that year because, no new books. Maybe book 7 Dutch. So yeah, I'm kind of at the limit of things I can publish for now. Sure, I still have that Thin Lines art book I still want to create. My second art book. And there are a couple of stories I want to write. Still not happy with text balloon in this frame, so that's something I need to look at. Oh, wait, my phone is nice and blue, of course. Okay, which color is Penny's phone? And please think of which color suits Penny best, not what your favorite color is. Wasn't Penny's phone green? Possible, but maybe she got a new cover to her phone. But okay, I guess it will be green. You guys had the chance to upgrade her, but no, you went for the classic one. Almost done, almost done. Oh, missed a spot. And even though you would never see it in print, I would see it, and that would bother me forever. Or at least until I forget about it. I actually don't know that song. I'm not very familiar with normal voice songs. Just classic overused ones. This layer needed to go on multiply. Seriously, if you ever create a brush, just name how the settings are supposed to do. That really helps. Yes, I'm aware the shading is very dark at the moment, but that's what the lightning is for later on. And this one needed to go on overlay. Overlay. There you go. I think I need to make the shade a bit darker. Because you can barely see it. Okay, don't think this is how it's gonna work. So we're just going to do it this way. Okay, I need the object, but I need this one. Thank you. Okay, I think this is it. Oh, wait. The Happy New Year. Hear the fireworks? Right, Happy New Year. That's a bit early. Okay, one suggestion. Because the rest is not interesting to watch on the speed stream. Text okay, text okay, okay. That's why you don't do it like this. There we go. Save. Yes. Yes. Goodbye. Guys, just do what I ask, please. I'm not asking much. And the text doesn't have to be much text because, you know, the newspaper it's not going to be published in the newspaper. It's going to be published on the site. Wait. How about I do it at the right spot? And step 30, right? Just checking. I guess this. Okay, so I'm going offline. It's 10 already. Smiley cat smile. Yeah, I thought it was fitting. I think this is it for now. The final penny of the year. And I'm just going to take an easy end of the year. So, I'll be seeing you next year. Bye bye.